Hey, Real Nerds listeners, your favorite host Ryan here to remind you that social media is great. How great is it? There's many ways you can find the Real Nerds on social media. You can download us on iTunes. You can listen to us streaming on Stitcher Radio. You can call us 720-6nerds5. Aw man, our website is so cool. You can visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com. You want to leave some fan mail? Oh, that's so easy, realnerds@gmail.com. Twitter, we got it, @real_nerds. You can even like us on Facebook. Thank you so much, and hey, enjoy the show. Welcome to Real Nerds at Denver Comic-Con 2015. We hope you enjoy the following interview.
Welcome to the Real Nerds Podcast. You're live on the DC floor. It's day 2, and you can tell because I woke up and my voice is starting to go. Yesterday was busy. But somebody just came up and was yelling at us like, hey, I listen to you guys in the car, and you need a woman, and I tend to yell at you on the show, and I don't like your opinions, and you're the worst. So we need to talk.
No, I didn't come up, and I wasn't like, you need a woman. Like, I wasn't, like, making a judgment call on your dating life. Like, I was saying.
Oh, I didn't even take it that way.
No, I downloaded the first episode. I heard of Real Nerds 2 years ago. I came to Comic-Con, and I heard of you guys, and I really, really liked the podcast.
Aw, thanks.
But the first episode I downloaded, you guys were talking something having to do with, like, women and costuming or like sexy women in movies, and I ended up just yelling at my, like, not in an angry way, but more of like, this is my opinion and I think you should listen to it. So yeah, I just had to stop by and say hey because I've been listening to the show for a while and I really
cool.
like it. I think
well,
it's
thank
really
you.
Great. So
thank you so much.
I'm a Denver native, and I always like to see when Denver has some really quality shit coming out of it. So yeah.
I appreciate the quality. Really quality, I think you're being hyperbolic.
No, okay, the fact that you know your stuff, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I know you guys are, like, passionate about movies, and you love to talk about movies, and you can tell when you listen to
that part is definitely true.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Your favorite Rod Stewart song?
Okay, my favorite Rod Stewart, I mean, I'm not going to go with Do You Think I'm Sexy, because I think everyone goes with Do You Think I'm Sexy? But unfortunately, I don't actually know enough of Rod Stewart's catalog to, like,
Oh my gosh.
I know.
You know, he sold 200 million copies worldwide. I'm just saying.
I feel like a failure right now as a person. Like, I feel like I should go.
You really should know more about Rod.
Definitely, I agree. So, how is the con going for you guys? Like,
busy.
So far, so good.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Have you had good interviews? Like,
yeah.
By?
I mean, until this one started, but yeah. No, I'm just kidding. It's been really, really good so far.
Yeah.
Really busy. A whole lot of interviews yesterday, and some really cool ones. Like a lot of local people or like up and coming people with cool either businesses they're starting or projects that they're working on that are just really interesting to hear about.
So what's the last? Okay, so what's the last movie that you guys took a look at? Like, that really stood out? I mean, have you talked about the Avengers yet? Like, have you? That? Okay, so
yeah, we did the Avengers. We did. So the big one would be Mad Max. So last week's episode was Mad Max.
Okay.
Spoilers for the episode. You should probably see Mad Max.
I'm covering my ears.
No, I'm just saying you should see Mad Max.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Someone rated it 500 out of 5 stars.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, they're not wrong. Like, if you like action movies and you appreciate the way action movies are made,
yes,
that movie is really special.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Sure.
As a movie nerd, one of the things I've been reading in the blogosphere, I read a lot of feminist blogs, and people are talking about, main characters, female main characters, action heroes, and things like that. Were you able to just not look at gender? Like, when you were watching it, were you just like, okay, cool, it doesn't matter, male, female, whatever. Like, I'm not looking at that.
So that's a hard question because the truth is, and I don't want to spoil too much, but I will say that it's a hard thing to ask of that movie in particular because gender is actually a big deal in that movie.
Okay.
So
I haven't seen it yet.
In most movies, I would feel like yes, I can.
Okay.
But but gender plays an active role in that film.
Okay. So they make a point.
Yes.
To talk about it. And
yes.
Kind of get it.
And Charlize Theron's character is badass and cool and awesome, and there is nothing to I think sort of the direction you're going. There is nothing that Mad Max can do in that movie that Charlize Theron's character can't, and in fact, there are a lot of things she does better.
Okay.
She is honestly the main character of the movie and more interesting and more badass than Mad Max is.
Okay.
I mean, there are some. That's not to say Mad Max has just badass stuff in that movie,
right?
But like, she's awesome.
Okay.
She plays an awesome
I think
character.
That's been like the biggest issue with action movies, because I think Bridesmaids came out a couple years ago, and there was like this whole thing in Hollywood where women can't be funny, and then Bridesmaids hit and made money, and everyone just shut the fuck up about it. They were just like, okay, we're good. Women can be funny.
I think comedy is a particularly difficult conversation when you're talking about gender, because there is this stigma.
Right.
There are a lot of, and I'll drop some names, and it's not that I don't think women can be funny. I think there are a lot of like Chelsea Handlers out there who are, I think that they sort of take advantage of being gross and over the top and talking about things that like being really vulgar.
Right.
And they're taking
Or Lisa
advantage of the idea.
Lampanelli
They're taking advantage of the idea that I should be expecting a woman to be very straight-laced, and that they're going way over the top, and like that's how they're getting their attention, and they're not necessarily
and it's not funny.
Yeah,
in and of
like
itself.
it's not like if I compare that to like I don't like a Mark Maron or a Louis C.K. because he is vulgar. They write really smart jokes, and being vulgar isn't really smart jokes. And so I would boil it down that way, where I think that a lot of people misinterpret. There is sort of this stigma of like, well, women can't be funny as like stand-up comedians.
Well, there used to be. Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It's gotten much better. Yeah.
I think that there probably still is in a lot of circles. I think that comes out of that sensibility, right? That like there was probably this, and I'm not a stand-up comedian like aficionado,
right?
But I've listened to a lot of guys who are talk about it, and I think that there probably is just that sort of stigma that they're still fighting against.
Well, and I think what ends up happening is that we use like men as the litmus test. Okay, well this is how we define funny.
Yes, exactly.
And these men are doing these things, and so like women, like female comics, have to rise to that level.
Yeah, there's going to be this comparison where you're going to say like, oh, I'm the female Mark Maron.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
No, you're
no. You just. And the shoe's coming off. No,
It's weird when I'm over here. I can only hear like half of the conversation.
So I think like with action movies, I'm wondering if Mad Max is going to be what Bridesmaids was for comedy with women. I'm wondering if Mad Max is going to be that thing that basically just levels the playing field and says we don't have to be vulgar, we don't have to have these expectations, we can just be what we are and get just as much respect as like a man would. I don't know. I'm just curious to watch over the next year kind of if more action movies that make money have female leads. That's my big kind of question.
If it happens, Mad Max isn't that movie. The unfortunate news is it's called Mad Max, right? So the studios are going to misinterpret, even though she is the main character, the studios are going to misinterpret it.
Yeah.
So they're going to say like, oh, well, Tom Hardy sold the movie. Well, no, not like, he's not the lead though, right?
Well, but I think because we talk about like marketing in movies and how sometimes you just miss, I don't know, people, I don't think that the marketing departments necessarily talk to the artists that make the movies.
Oh, no.
Like, I think there's so many situations where there's just like, they just miss the point.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know.
And it's also, because gender is a big part of that movie, like, it's not, man, you need to see it because honestly,
I feel like I can't have this conversation. Like I just,
there is a shot after you see the movie. You listen to the show, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you exactly what it is. But there is a shot. Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, right, like the supermodel turned like mediocre actress, has I think maybe the most badass shot in the entire movie, and it is this awesome, like rousing moment that I just adore, and gender plays a huge role in that moment, and is a big topic in that scene.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to watch it, and
yeah.
I'm going to watch the media and kind of see if it shifts in any way, shape, or form. And yeah, so I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in.
Yeah.
I don't know how many women jump in on this podcast, but
No, I
thank
love
you
it.
for letting me sit down and just be like,
Not at
okay,
all. Not at
gender
all.
in Hollywood. This is my thoughts. So,
Right.
Yeah. So I do a music podcast called Backtracks with Death Day Cabaret, which is my band.
Cool.
And so if anyone's interested in discussing albums or kind of geeking out on music, definitely check us out.
Cool.
But thank you for letting me sit down and kind of rant about
Not at
women
all.
in
It's what I
movies
wanted
for a
to.
little bit. Yeah.
This is exactly the conversation I wanted to have.
Awesome. That's
Very
great.
cool.
Well,
Thanks
it's
for
cool
coming
to
by.
finally meet you. Like, I've been
Yeah.
listening to you guys for a while.
You
so,
too.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to this exclusive Real Nerds interview at Denver Comic Con 2015, and we'll see you next year. Visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com. You can tweet us at real_nerds. You can email us even, realnerds@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook. Hey, stream us on Stitcher. You want to call us? 720-6nerds5. And download us on iTunes. Just search Real Nerds. Thank you, Joe Kempter, for the wonderful voiceover. And also Spark Mandrill for the wonderful late-night jazz smooth sounds of movies. You can find them on SoundCloud. This has been a Nebulous Visions production.